according to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though. Murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send a key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
What does fragile mean?
Fragile? I don't remember. I think it's Spanish for something.
Staring intently at the controls won't be enough to make that lift budge. The poor thing was out of power. The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet. Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other. Carl's scout training was buried deep in his memory. What do you need again to start a fire? Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice. The air was freezing, right down to the bone. That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional. The otherworldly ice had struck again. The woman's hopes and dreams were frozen in eternity. The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste. Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay. Moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box. The general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton. Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown. What a mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable. Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love. A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. A sudden cold snap struck Carl, who felt like he was pulled into a dream. Something was hidden under the stairs. The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him. Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately. It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house. Carl felt the cold slowly dissipate and was brought back to reality. Giselle was now only ice, and all that was left of her voice was a diary. She confided in this diary, amongst other things, the tragic story of a young woman, a victim. Was this what she was hiding? Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar. Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay.
Epic is going after fucking Apple.
Oh?
Yeah, there's a lawsuit right now against Apple by Epic. Because first, they're not allowing Fortnite on Microsoft's Xbox Cloud gaming service. Because they see it as competition to their PC offerings.
Charm of olden days.
But also they want, are hoping to get Fortnite removed off the Xbox.
Wow.
Because Apple
They removed it
doesn't.
from the Apple Store. That was, like a year ago.
Well, because is centered on the App Store. The company believes Apple should allow rival app stores on iOS devices or rival payment processing platforms. Epic is trying to fight Apple's App Store policies, a 30%, 15% for some cut for subscriptions and in-app purchases, and they're trying to get the removal of Fortnite from the App Store. Griner's the main dude of Epic. Is questioning is part of the ongoing lawsuit, and it's a huge case. It's already shining a light on the practices throughout the mobile and game industry, result in consumers being able to access games and apps across devices beyond just the iPhone. Yep. Yeah, because Epic teamed up with NVIDIA. Because NVIDIA has a GeForce Now cloud gaming service. But NVIDIA doesn't take any of the money from subscriptions and crap like that. Oh, that's Apple. Gotta get their cash money.
A shiver ran down Carl's spine as
And
he
it looks like PlayStation is Fortnite's cash cow anyway.
Indeed, the scene was quite chilling. Carl felt familiar shivers going down his spine, and he was back to the realm of vision.
Crazy. I don't even know if I want to read this. Yes, Star Wars just implied that Luke Skywalker's severed hand was used to create Snoke.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log.
2 hours ago.
Better yet, a war diary.
I don't know. It's just on my Google.
What could these engraved numbers mean?
Exegol, Palpatine, and Snoke in the Final Order. These are all concepts Star Wars fans are still trying to make sense of well after a year after the rise of Skywalker. True?
Well, dude, the sequels left us with so many unanswered questions.
They also revealed that Supreme Leader Snoke was a clone, one of the many creations Palpatine had tinkered with during his time on Exegol. Darth Vader issue 11 is heavily implied that Luke Skywalker's severed hand was recovered from Bespin, and DNA was used on the project to create Snoke.
Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Additionally, it was revealed that the source of Palpatine's immense power and the might of the Final Order fleet is a massive kyber crystal.
In the EU, the Empire, well, I guess now the Empire Remnant used fucking Luke's hand to make a clone of Luke that they had control over, and then they gave him Luke's original blue lightsaber, and the whole trilogy, you know, ends with real Luke having to fucking duel himself, and evil Luke, his name was Luke too, but with 2 U's.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader suggesting that midichlorians were extracted from Luke's hand and placed within the pickle Snokes.
Well then, so what the hell did they want Baby Yoda for?
Oh, okay, here we go. There's no telling if the Emperor would later use this genetic material for his own clone body as well, or if the clones seen in this comic issue were failed attempts and Grogu's midichlorians were required for a new trial. But given that Snoke was a presence in Ben Solo's life at birth, the latter option doesn't seem likely. Yeah, they're saying they were torturing the kyber crystals to fuel the power of the Final Order fleet and potentially themselves. Yeah, because they're living things. Presumably, Sidious used his knowledge, his power gained from the crystal, to shoot his essence across space before his body tumbled into the Death Star's reactor core. Mm-hmm.
739.
Yeah, like the author said, it left him even more confused than what he was before. That is true. Figuring it out.
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings. What was even the point of locking your door if everyone hid their key in the same place? Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge. The house smelled like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace. Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here. The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday. Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying. Love of religion and ancestors was rooted deep inside the hearts of Canadians of old, to which the Bedards appeared to be closely related. The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Mary.
Jean-Luc Bedard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
Is he one-eyed Willie?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this whole town likes to keep
The
fucking
Bedards had
diaries.
vacated
Jesus
the
Christ,
premises.
can't read all these.
Carl gathered they would be of no help.
There's fucking 3 in every house I go to, man. It's like, goddamn. Again. Yeah. I'm gonna find that. I found a treasure map.
Do it.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore. Carl, like many of his contemporaries, felt like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
I know this. Okay. I threw the meat!
But a steak alone cannot subdue a starving stomach. An appetite comes with eating.
Did you ever watch that Chappelle show where they did the white and black draft? They were drafting like
The store and its surroundings still
not just, athletes, just people or whatever. It's freaking hilarious, but that was one of the, he just did a meme for that, for black communities drafting Bucky. But everybody's talking about, he's actually not the real, if you go by comics, he's not the first White Wolf.
Oh, that I didn't know.
T'Chaka's adopted son is white and was the first White Wolf.
Ah.
He is technically the first of his boys, but since he wasn't of Wakandan blood, he couldn't rise to the throne, so he headed up the Hatut Zuri's, the Wakandan secret police, as White Wolf. But they said they retconned Bucky as White Wolf, so therefore it is canon. Yeah, you'll have to watch that Chappelle. It's freaking hilarious. Yeah.
I see it.
It was a typical shack, just like the ones you hear about in Quebecois legends. Local lumberjacks used it to rest and twice a day heat up their pea soup. Who quits a game one step away from victory? leftover food, the clothes, the general warmth of the place, no evidence of escape. Carl was sure of it. People were here not long ago, and they expected to come back. An axe, not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is totally where it is. Hell yeah, okay.
This cabin doesn't look like a bunkhouse, especially with the missing stove and chimney. Carl was intrigued at the secrets possibly hidden here. Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. Without a single window to brighten things up, the inside of the cabin was almost pitch black. Beware of close encounters of knee and furniture.
stuck to.
Everything was set up for a well-deserved snack. It seemed like the place hadn't been empty for long, but without knowing exactly why, Carl had the feeling no one was coming back anytime soon. Solitaire, a card game only hermits can truly enjoy. Carl felt depressed at the thought of playing this. Someone had been playing with a crossbow here. A very dangerous game. A bolt could hit someone's tire or their eye. It could even kill someone if the aim was right.
Interesting.
Cold turned into pain. Carl needed to find someplace warm.
Treasure. Oh, really? I was right there, man. Come on.
The leftover food, the clothes, the general warmth of the place, no evidence of escape. Carl was sure of it. People were here not long ago, and they expected to come back. An axe, not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself. A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty. The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier et Fils. A company name. Better keep an eye open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts. Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies. A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work. Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
Oh, that's what the key's for. Okay. Cool. With a big cucumber and a big fucking salami. Jesus. Some stray cheese, some Greek yogurt, a tomato.
The spirograph amused Carl. It was a nice modern toy, aside from being repetitive by nature and completely useless. Still, it found its way into many Quebecois homes.
Oh, were you gonna pull the trigger on LA New Orleans? Isn't tonight the last night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's the 28th. Yeah. So the sale ends at midnight, or yeah, 11:59.
Yeah. I might have to.
But I wonder how long it'll be before the next sale starts. Honestly, they can't go long, you know what I mean? Every time one ends, some new one begins. That's where they make a majority of their money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not a majority. It is Sony. They got their hands in many different pies.
Yeah.
Now, if Disney would just acquire Sony, they'd have all the Infinity Stones. Lee Monster in the woods with the fox or with the wolves. Dude, I knew this game was gonna have fucking horror overtones to it. They try to pass it off as like a mystery, and you're solving a mystery, but yeah. I have not yet come across a single Tim Hortons, Kyle, okay? But fuck it, I'd go for a double-double right now and a fucking maple log, you bet. Another fucking diary, dude. This town with fucking diaries. I said yet, Kyle. I don't even think I've got to the city square yet. I shows you. I'm getting a light. Yeah. See, there I am at the Blaya's house. I don't know. Everyone's French-Canadian here. I'm not going to try to pronounce their names. We said, you know, there's general store and the lake and yada yada. We still got all this to cover. So there might be a Timmy's somewhere. I know, right? Man, y'all ain't got no interesting shit in this house. Ah! Oh, fuck! Someone's downstairs! Oh, it's a dog. Or a wolf or something. Oh, fuck. Whew.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
It's not even real money. It's just fucking Monopoly Canada money.
Little Martin Blais with a family member. There was some resemblance between them, and Carl took note of the sense of bonding and pride they projected.
No, that was Jesus, Kyle. See? See his cross? Jesus closed the door. That dog ain't got manners. Oh, I didn't even notice the broken
looks like
mirror.
someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Y'all French Canadians are angry as fuck. Now some more painkillers. It's gonna be a good day. Still haven't found his key to his shed though. He's gotta be hiding his fucking skeletons in there. I meant that metaphorically. Oh! Because it's under the hider rock. Look at that.
Key? What could it be for?
The
An iron
shack?
shed?
Yeah.
Carl couldn't reach it with his arm alone, but he had more than a few tricks up his sleeve to pick it up.
There we go, some gasoline.
Gasoline?
Says the chainsaw don't work. He's too busy cutting up his fucking victims, Jeffrey Dahmer style, before he fucking eats them. Ooh, a hammer.
Useful.
You got a hammer and an axe now.
Just
Ooh,
need a
fire
nail.
starters. Good, 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 good. It's all coming together. Alright. We're going back to the fucking lumberjack barracks, whatever. Well, that's also where my fucking treasure is. I know it. The part of the map, the fucking little roundabout that the cabins are on, is the exact same as the treasure map. But if I'm out in the snow too long, I fucking die. That's what happened. Well, we didn't find milk in a bag, but at the first place I came to in my truck, where I left my truck, the general store / gas station, there was a bunch of glass bottled milk on the front porch that had just been delivered by the milkman, so they were still getting it through the milkman back in the 70s and shit. Well, who needs a chainsaw, Kyle, when you have a fucking hammer? I see the light coming from the window.
Welcome to Alibaba's Cave, Lumberjack Edition. Surely Carl would find something worth his time in here.
Fucking better. Bunch of fire starters, some bolts. More matches. Oh, and this chainsaw apparently does work, but it would be too cumbersome to carry around. The fuck? Forest cabin key? Okay. Okay. So, okay. Let me get back on the main road over here. So here's my regular map. There's where we are, the yellow arrow. Look at the road I'm on and how it ends in a circle. Now, if I go into documents, look at the treasure map. Same road ending in a circle. There's cabin A, B, and C. It says to veer off of the road. Pull up the regular map again. Yeah, right about here. Veer off the road, and X marks the spot. Are you what I'm looking for? No, you're not. Oh, that's gotta be it. Come on, these rocks gotta be it, right? They fucking hide it under the rocks. I'll make an X out of the rocks. No, the rocks ain't shit. Oh yeah, I'm in the area. I'm in the area. Sniffing out blood. Is it up here? Crap.
Without a single window to brighten things up, the inside of the cabin was almost pitch black. Beware of close encounters of knee and furniture.
What up?
Nothing. What's going on with you guys?
Trying to find the treasure.
Yeah, it kind of looks like my fucking neighborhood right now. What up?
It's funny because at the start of this game, I'm driving this truck for a little bit, and it's a nice sunny day, and then some dude coming the other way fucking caused a car wreck, and like I go into the ditch and pass out, and then it's like a few hours later, and I wake up in that same ditch, but it's just a blizzard. So it just accumulated like feet and feet of fucking snow in a couple of hours after.
Yep. That definitely sounds believable.
Yeah.
Carl's inventory is full. No, it's not. Oh, maybe you're right. There. What? This game is a trip, though. Jesus. Okay. Fuck it. Fucking drop everything. Pick it all back up again. I just wanted to make a fire. Because he dies without fire.
Everything was set up for a well-deserved snack. It seemed like the place hadn't been empty for long, but without knowing exactly why, Carl had the feeling no one was coming back anytime soon. Solitaire, a card game only hermits can truly enjoy. Carl felt depressed at the thought of playing this.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
What you playing?
Red Dead.
Oh, man. I just want to find this treasure. I found a treasure map in somebody's mailbox. And then when I got to this area, I recognized the area from the treasure map. But I'm just running in circles in the snow. That's something good. And you know what? I'm probably going to find it, and it's going to be really anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Here's some more matches. Oh, Carl has a full inventory. Fuck off.
There's some poutine curds.
Dude, I haven't come across the Timmy's. I haven't come across the poutine stand. Fucking, what the fuck? I thought this was Canada.
No igloos either, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Nothing goddamn loose yet either.
Just a couple bodies that have turned into ice. People talking about an ice monster, and or not an ice monster, just a beast or something. I found a child's drawing of it in the woods running amongst the fucking wolves. It was real like Slenderman shit, dude. They did not say that this game has fucking horror overtones, my dude.
I mean, it is Quebec. You should have just, expected the horror overtones.
I found it! Maybe? That just took me to Oh,
I
really?
think just because it looks the same.
No, you know what was in the treasure chest?
Oh. Fire
I'll tell you. Another treasure map.
That's ignorant.
Some Canadian bacon?
Yeah, and the trees have been pushed over above the chest that I found it in to look like an X. Yeah, but the first treasure map I found was treasure map 1, and this is treasure map 3. So where the fuck is treasure map 2?
You found it in a nookshuk.
Huh?
And a nookshuk.
What's that?
It's basically like a thing that the Inuits build. It kind of looks like a stone person in a way, but it's basically like a site marker. So if you
Oh no, I found a bunch of face carvings in trees though. Kind of look like totem poles, but they're not stacked on top of each other. They're next to each other.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there's different style of totem poles that I've seen just throughout Canada. And yeah, I have seen ones that are not stacked like that before. I'm not too sure, like, with the cultural differences.
Right.
Why do I have... God damn. I'm like cleaning my guns, but like my one hand is just like covered in blood. The other one's clean. Yeah. I don't know, man. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, I remember what the fuck happened last time I was playing this game. I had some little cuck try to like come up and like rope me, but like he didn't have reinforced rope.
Cabin B. Lots of space.
I did.
No windows. Hopefully its users aren't prone to dementia.
Well, he didn't like the fucking game that he was playing once it was being played on. Nor did he like the explosive rounds.
Alright. I did find the treasure, or... I found another treasure map, and that's made it back to my cabin where the fire is. I think that's where I'm going to end it for tonight, folks. We've been playing for about 2 hours, and we will pick up this mystery in the snow next Wednesday with part 3. Should have been part 2, but my stream cut out on me earlier, so this is part 2.
Yeah, I'd seen that.
It just shut off on its own, pissed me off.
I was just about to message you, and then you'd started it up. So.
Yeah. Yep. We'll continue it next week. This game takes about 7 hours in length, and that's if you're a full completionist. If you just blaze through it, it takes about 5 hours. But we're going to take our time. This is definitely a game where you're looking in every nook and cranny, thinking you're going to miss out on something. And so yeah, we're gonna look for everything we can and take our time with it. But still, it'll probably be about 4 or 5 videos in length over the next 4 or 5 weeks on Wednesdays. We're playing Kona. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I think we'll try to do something as a group, with Random Zombie here, and I don't know what yet. We haven't decided, but there'll be something tomorrow. And then, of course, Fortnite Fridays, as we do on Friday. You know this by now. On Friday nights, we play Fortnite. But I'll see you tomorrow for whatever we decide to do. It'll be a group game that we all have that we like to have fun with. And, yeah, I'll see you then. Till then. Is there a new Paw Patrol game and you didn't tell me?
Probably.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, yeah, guys, I gotta go pet some dogs. I'll see you later.